Okay, so now we are going to practice using our relative pronouns as objects of prepositions. So what we have to do here is combine sentences to make a new sentence with an adjective clause. So step one is to change the sentence with the underlined prepositional phrase to an adjective clause. Step two is combine it with the first sentence. Write each new sentence twice. We probably don't have to do that, but we can write the informal pattern or the formal pattern. So if we take a look at the first example, which has been done for us, finding reasonably priced housing in big cities is a problem. Many young people are concerned about the problem. So about the problem is our prepositional phrase, right? And since problem is a thing, we have to use that or which. But since I want to use the formal version, I'm going to use about which. Now, if you remember one very important thing, we want to place our adjective clause right after the noun or the antecedent it modifies. You cannot just place it anywhere in a sentence. That would create a misplaced modifier. So, of course, we have to place it right after the word problem in sentence one. And that is why we can reach the conclusion finding reasonable price housing in big cities is a problem. My adjective clause, about which many people are concerned. All right, and if you look at B, that is the less formal version because they use that many young people are concerned about. That is a dangling preposition at the end. Okay, so if we look at number two, affordable apartments are scarce. Scarce means not very many, so very few. Young people would like to live in them. So the them is referring to apartments. So they are things. So I have to use in which. And of course, I have to move my in which to the beginning of the adjective clause in which young people would like to live. And what are we modifying here? What does the which stand for? Which stands for the word apartments. So, of course, my sentence would be affordable apartments in which young people would like to live are scarce. And that is my adjective clause. So I'm not going to write out the informal version because I'm running out of space, but I can also say affordable apartments that young people would like to live in are scarce. So I can leave the preposition at the end. All right, so I'm going to do one more. Of course, many young people share apartments, but they have to take care in choosing the people. They will share living space and expenses with these people. Well, since we're talking about people, we have to use whom, right? So it has to be with whom. And of course, I have to change the position, move it to the beginning of my adjective clause, with whom they will share living space and expenses. So who are we talking about? Well, we're actually talking about the people that they choose to live together with, right? The roommates, so to speak. So this is going to be a very long sentence, okay? But of course, many young people share apartments, but they have to take care in choosing the people with whom they will share living space and expenses. And that's it. And if I want to use the less formal version, of course, I can say whom they'll share living space and expenses with. I can put my preposition at the end. All right. And that is how we form adjective clauses using relative pronouns as the object of the preposition.